Hey everybody, it's Teresa Walker from the Crafty Nuisance.
And this is Angela Hansen from the Fabric Candy Shoppe. And we are here to bring you the Crafty Candy Chat. Tonight, we're going to talk about some classes that you may be interested in. Go ahead, Teresa.
All right, so we have some super exciting things coming up. We have two workshops already scheduled and available for signups, and there will be one other announcement coming out soon. So let me start with the thing that comes up first on the calendar. So for a wolf in wolf's clothing, we have a TenSisters Try Me kit as one of the options that you can get in the collection so that you're able to practice with the grid, understand how it works, kind of get used to it before you tackle the wolf. And as part of that purchase, I had already committed to doing a recorded tutorial in addition to the tutorials that TenSisters has on their YouTube channel as well. But we decided let's kick that up a notch and let's do a live demo with time for Q&A, and also for you with whatever time we have left to actually start the project yourself. So we can do it kind of, a little casual stitching together. So this is the little heart, scrappy heart pattern that you get in the Try Me kit. And then there's fabric that Angela has picked that goes with it. You can add more to it if you want. You don't have to. So you don't have to buy anything to come to the demo. It is free, but it will not be recorded. So if you want a recorded tutorial of this exact project from me, that is what comes with the TenSisters Try Me kit. But otherwise, the live demo is open to everybody. It's free. I will include the registration link posted with this video, and you'll be able to register for it there. And if you want to get the Try Me kit, that is available on the Fabric Candy Shoppe homepage in the Wolf collection. So, was there anything else we wanted to add about the Try Me?
I don't think so. The Try Me kit is really just to get people comfortable with it. And we're just kind of excited. We want to make sure that everybody's really comfortable with the wolf kit and understand how the grid works. And this is just something extra that we decided that it would be helpful to send out to customers who might be interested and want to experiment before they tackle the wolf.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm glad you reminded me of that. So originally we were going to hold the Try Me kits and send them with everything together. Instead, we are sending the Try Me kits effectively now. So if you want a Try Me kit and you want to try as hard as you can to get it by December 4th, you're going to need to order it pronto so we can get it in the mail, especially with Thanksgiving holiday stuff coming up and just generally shipping kind of starting to get crazier for the holiday season. But
Yes.
if you don't have the
And
Try
we
Me
do
kit,
have some kits ready to go.
yeah. Oh,
Sorry,
excellent, excellent. And if you
we
don't
do.
have the Try Me kit by the time the session happens, you can still follow along with it, and still get something out of it. So that is Thursday, December 4th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you will register for that through a Zoom link. Okay. And I'm gonna point down here because I'm gonna assume at some point we're gonna put it on the screen. So it will be there. And speaking of relaxing, this has brought extreme joy to my heart lately, getting this workshop ready. So the Quilt-As-You-Go Hexagon Ornament or Coaster workshop is coming up on December 7th. So that is going to be a 3-hour workshop from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern. So this one is live via Zoom, and to sign up for it, when you go to the Fabric Candy Shoppe homepage and scroll down below the Wolf and Wolf's clothing collection, there is now a collection for the Quilt-As-You-Go Hexagon Ornament or Coaster.
They're so cute.
So this has been one of the most exciting, fun little projects that I have done recently. I've absolutely fallen in love with these. So in this workshop, I mean, as a, at a minimum, the thing you're going to get out of it is at least one super, super cute hexagon that you can either do as an ornament and add a little hanger ribbon to it, or as a coaster. And we are going to cover fussy cutting the fabric so that you can figure out how to lay it out, how to orient it. So if you want it oriented this way, or if you want it on point, we'll be able to talk about marking to do that. And then we're also going to talk about self-binding. So the thing that's cool about this is that you will be able to use the backing fabric to roll it over to the front to create the binding. So this is a technique you can use for other projects. But also the skills that we will use to stitch down the binding here can also be used whether you're using self-binding or separate binding that you add later. So that will be very exciting. And I think it's this feels more approachable than saying, all right, we're going to learn how to bind an entire quilt. Because I don't know, it's so cute. It's very easy. It's very fast and it's very satisfying. So for the workshop, there are a couple of options for the supply list. So in the product listing itself, I explained that we are going to provide a printable template to make this size of ornament. Okay, so you will get something, so you don't have to buy a template. You get this as part of your registration. But there is an optional hexagon. Now I have my little true grips on here and some markings and stuff, but this little hexagon acrylic template gives you the option for a bunch of different sizes. So this is available at the Fabric Candy Shop. It is also in the same collection where you can sign up for this workshop. So I recommend it if it's something that you think you will enjoy, because it makes it a lot easier to cut them out, but it's not necessary. And I also really like it for fussy cutting because I'll talk about using dry erase markers and things like that to mark on them, so you can have visual references for lining things up. So we will also cover doing binding by machine and also by hand. So you're going to get kind of a little tutorial of binding techniques. We're going to talk about using decorative threads, all sorts of fun things. You can make this as simple or as not so simple in terms of stitching as you want. And it still looks absolutely adorable, super fast, super cute. Also, I mean, but wait, there's more. I feel like I should make sure that goes across the screen in like big sparkly letters. But wait, there's more. So while the workshop teaches you to make the sorry, hit myself in the eye with the ribbon, the individual ornaments, we will also talk about how you can take these guys and stick them together to make a Quilt-As-You-Go table runner, wall hanging, full-size quilt, whatever you want to do. This would be an adorable advent calendar countdown thing where you can make different hexagons and have the backs of them have the numbers, and maybe you turn them over to reveal something. We're going to also talk about how to customize the back to write notes and things like that. There's a whole lot of extra stuff. I kept to stop myself. I've gotten way too excited about this. I was like, well, if I limit it to a 3-hour workshop, it will somewhat contain itself. But I think I'm just going to end up sending all of those in the follow-up workshop newsletter because I'm having too much fun here. So if you are interested in that, it is only $20 for that workshop. And because Angela is super awesome, you also get a one-time use 10% off coupon code for your supplies. Or you can come to the workshop with minimal supplies and use that afterwards once you kind of get a sense of things that you might like, including something like this. So, is there anything else that I missed? Oh, the other one that I haven't listed yet, we had been toying around with a simple, fun project that didn't require sewing, that would just be like, to be fair, this is the most relaxing thing ever, but there's something that is slightly more relaxing than this. We are going to do as a free workshop, just because we are the most ridiculous holly jolly people in the entire world. I just realized we now have to wear some sort of festive headwear for the December social Sundays. So if you're coming to a social Sunday, you should wear some festive headwear.
Like a Santa hat?
Yeah, or like reindeer ears, or like the
Yeah.
I've seen ones that like have the little dreidels on like the little
Yeah.
springy things. Yeah, oh no,
There's some fun stuff.
super
That could
fun
be
stuff.
really fun.
I know. Now I have an excuse to buy it. We should do like a contest, a
I
headwear
know that would be
contest.
really fun.
Okay, all right. We need to note that down. It's a good thing we're recording this. So we can come back to it. So this coming Sunday, I totally just got out of order here. Work with me for a second. I'm going to go through the next 3 social Sundays because we have things planned for all of them. So the 23rd, that is a parade of progress. If you are not familiar with the POP, it is called the Parade of Progress because we celebrate any progress that you have made. Because we don't only want to celebrate a finished quilt at the end, because yeah, that's exciting, but so are all the intermediate steps that got you to the thing in the end anyway, including picking a pattern, picking some fabric, making a test block, pressing your fabric, just staring at your fabric, just showing up and sitting in your room and thinking about your project. Those things are all worth celebrating. So in the past, we have run those on the 4th Sunday of the month, and they have been for showing progress from any of our sew-alongs or workshops. But we have decided to shake it up a little, and now you are welcome to submit pictures of other projects that you are working on that you want to share. So I have said in the registration, if you've already signed up for the Social Sundays, you would have gotten that email today. I will accept more than one set of pictures for so if you have multiple projects that you want to share. Because I don't know how many people will end up submitting pictures, I can't guarantee that all of them will end up in it. So at least tell me what your favorite one is, or maybe rank them if you really want to. And I will include as many as I can based on how many people end up submitting them. I have requested that everybody submit them by end of day tomorrow, so Friday. So that will give me a day to get everything put together in the little slideshow. And then on Sunday, starting at 1 Eastern, we go through everybody who is signed up to present, and you get to share whatever you want about your project. So maybe it's a fun story about how you came up with it, maybe challenges you had, things you do differently, whatever it is you want to share. And if you don't want to share verbally, but you want to share your project, just let me know when you send it to me. So you can either email it to me or send it to me via Facebook Messenger. So that works for getting stuff sent to me. And then on this, is it this? Look at my calendar here. 14th, December 14th. So normally that Social Sunday would have run from 2 to 5, like our regular non-pop Social Sundays. But again, super holly jolly festive. We are going to do a free tutorial on the folded fabric star. I don't have one handy in front of me yet, but you could guarantee I'll at least make 12 because they're going to be really cute. So everybody is welcome to come to that. if you only can come to that and you need to leave after, that's also okay. We want to open it up to all of our sweet stitchers just because it sounds really fun to make them together. And I'll provide all of the supplies, the supply list, in the Sweet Stitchers group, and I'll add it to the Zoom email confirmation. So everybody who's already gotten that for the 14th, I'll send it again and have all that stuff in there. But basic gist is some fabric strips that you best pressed or starched and your iron. So it's going to be super fun, very relaxing. Okay. So that is through the 14th. So we do the little tutorial. Tutorial is probably not going to take very long. Let's assume like a half an hour, and then the rest of the time until 5 on the 14th is going to be open, casual, social stitching time.
And you're welcome to come and just to hang out. And if you don't want to do the ornament, you can just come and hang out with us. That's okay too.
Yes. Yeah. We want to make those, and actually they are. The gist of those social Sundays is have fun. Come as you are, no pressure. You participate to whatever extent you want to participate. And if you are somebody who is maybe on the shyer side, we're here to help you do whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, because we don't want anybody left out or feeling left behind. So if you want to reach out to me in advance, I've actually had some people do that in the past, send me little messages and say, hey, I'm really excited to come, but I'm nervous. And that helps me know. And so we're able to kind of keep an eye out for people and make sure that they're brought in as they want to be. So we want you to feel comfortable and have fun. And it's a very, very good time. We talk about a lot of different things in there. I will also say, and Angela, cover your ears, it's a really good time to show up and say, hey, Angela, have you thought about carrying this fabric or this item? Or have you guys thought about doing a virtual workshop for this thing? Or what is that cool thing over your shoulder? I haven't seen that anywhere. You sometimes get sneaky peekies in the social Sundays. So
that does happen.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay, so now we're not done yet, because I totally lied when I said this is going to be a 15-minute video, but I mean, we should have known that from the very beginning, that I have no sense of direction and no sense of time estimates. So I was great doing program management. So the 4th Sunday of the month in December is December 28th. Now, that is a fine date on the calendar, but the next day, the 29th, is the day that this amazing person was born. That amazing person is me. When I was younger, my parents used to tell me that people, like, we used to go out and look at Christmas lights on my birthday. And they told me that people would decorate their houses for the coming of my birth. And now I look back on that and I think that my ego probably did not need that. Although, having a birthday around Christmas has always been challenging. I always had to celebrate it way before or way after. So I am selfishly taking advantage of being the planner for the Social Sundays. And on the 28th, the day before, we are going to do a super special Social Sunday with a special parade of progress. So we had talked about doing a UFO challenge a couple months ago in the Social Sundays. We were kind of brainstorming different things that we could do, different themes and stuff. And so I was thinking of how we could do. So first, I wanted to make it easy, because if it's hard to participate, and especially at the holidays when people are already burnt out, I didn't want to make it difficult. But I also wanted to make it kind of fun. And so I was trying to think of a way to keep it in the spirit of the Parade of Progress. And so what I've come up with is the UFO pop, where everybody is going to get to submit a UFO that they have in their stash. So it can be anything. It could be something you've never even started. It could be something that you want to start. We're very loose about what UFO actually means. And for those of you who are not familiar with UFO, unfinished object. So during that parade of progress, you're going to get to share a picture of your project. And by the way, I should have added this earlier. I have asked for pictures. It is really difficult to share live feeds of people holding things up over Zoom. So I just ask that everything be in a picture, because that's the easiest way to show things. Sometimes after the pop is over, we can hold some things up and stuff, but otherwise we just do everything in a slideshow. So during the UFO pop, you will get to present your UFO, share what it is, share what you love about it, maybe what is challenging about it, maybe why it is unfinished. And then we will celebrate you taking the step to bring it back to life, hence the parade of progress part of it, so that we can cheer you on to do something with it in 2026. So it is a challenge not to like make something. The challenge is just pick something and show up, because that is often the hardest part to tackling things that you just have sitting. So that was, I was quite jazzed about that concept. And I think it's probably something that we're going to have to do as like, I don't know, maybe a quarterly or twice a year, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. The parade of progress, I think, has like become even better than I thought it was going to be.
Absolutely. I think people really enjoy the Parade of Progress, and everybody enjoys the support that they receive from other people. It's just a phenomenal program that we offer. I also think that pulling out our UFOs, everybody's going to be home at that time. People are taking vacation time. You know, the sewist community, people are going to be lounging around. So it's really a perfect time to pull out a project that is unfinished.
Yeah. And I think too, just like reminding yourself why you liked something. So
Yeah.
I have a couple of them, and what I've done now, instead of keeping them hidden, we have a spare room across the way, and I used to keep them all like kind of on the floor in there. I've now moved them so I see them hanging in the doorway here. And so I look at them and I think, I got stuck on this part, but now I can kind of think about it as I'm working on something else to come back to it later. But this also gives me kind of quiet accountability, because we're not holding your feet to the fire to actually do something about it, but we want to support you to do something that you actually want to do. So it might be that you just need help figuring something out, a color, style, quilting design, whatever it is. And just having a sounding board for that really helps. And kind of related to that, when we have our social Sundays, there is nothing that stops us from doing a periodic check-in for people who want to participate in something like that. Again, you are in the driver's seat of what you want to do. There's no pressure to participate at all. You can come and just watch what people are submitting. So I will provide a due date for that as well. I have a post that is going to be scheduled to go out in the Sweet Stitchers group about this event. I think that's scheduled for next Tuesday. So that has all the details in it. So it's the UFO challenge and My Birthday Bash. So the My Birthday Bash part of it is show up in whatever you think is your most comfortable attire, pajamas, and if you haven't seen them from Old Navy, there are pajamas with bows on them. Angela and I may have purchased them. So you can wear bow pajamas, fluffy shoes, fluffy slippers, socks, of course, festive headwear. And we'll be hanging out, having fun. I'm kind of thinking maybe we need to do like some silly games or something for anybody who wants to participate. Maybe, if it's my birthday, I feel like I should give presents to everybody else to celebrate with me. So maybe there will be some presents involved.
That would be fun.
I mean,
Hmm.
you never know.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like, I'm going to send you scraps from my scrap. Oh, actually, no, scraps from my scrapbook would actually be really good because I save a lot of really good stuff. Okay, well, okay. And is there anything else coming up? There's Thanksgiving next week. Some things usually happen around Thanksgiving, but I mean,
Yes.
I heard that there's someone named Ted.
I've heard that Ted is coming to town. Hmm.
It's like, Santa Claus is coming to town, but it's Ted.
Ted.
And
Right.
Ted is he is quite a menace, but
He
in a
also has
good
a lot
way.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah, he very much has a lot to say. Yeah. So be on the lookout for Ted. He might like sneak up on you. You never know. Well, that just makes him sound creepy. Okay, Ted's not creepy. Ted's fun.
He is fun.
So yeah. So I think our general plan is that the candy crafty candy chat will be more of a regular thing that we do to keep you all up to date with our shenanigans and to tell you about fun things we have going on. Oh, by the way, if you want to keep in touch with us and know when these things are happening, when they get released, when we're doing things like doing a live demo that we've just decided to do, the Fabric Candy Shoppe Sweet Stitchers group on Facebook is the place to be. We also post things that are sort of less time sensitive. So if there's like a contest or something happening really quickly, we just do it in the Facebook group. But the the Fabric Candy Shoppe Tasty News and sometimes the Scoop when we release those, sign up for that and make sure you're subscribed on the Fabric Candy Shoppe website. So if you scroll all the way down on the homepage, there's a spot to sign up. After you sign up, you need to make sure to confirm that you want those emails. So we did send, and you'll know if you're in this boat. If you ordered something from A Wolf and Wolf's Clothing and you did not get an email from us last night, you are not subscribed to Fabric Candy Shoppe emails. So double check that. Make sure you're signed up so you don't miss out on any of these things. We don't send thousands of emails. I do not email like I talk, which is good for everyone. So we try to save those things for the important stuff that we really want to make sure that you get and have. So double check that. Join the Sweet Stitchers, and
I think
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, excellent.
All right. If you all have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in any way on Facebook or through the shop.
Oh, yeah.
And we will see you soon.
Yeah. So we'll hopefully see you at Sewcial Sunday this Sunday. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, the link is in. I'll add the information how to get to it, but it's in the Sweet Stitchers group posted at the top. So we
Perfect.
hope to see you there.
All right. Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.